Hello everyone and welcome back to German Made Simple, a channel where we learn how to understand the German language and learn and progress individually. In yesterday's video, we were talking about the dative. We made a recap about the subject in nominative and the direct and the indirect object. The direct object in accusative and the indirect object in dative. Moreover, we saw the defined and the undefined articles in dative. We saw a special case in the dative where we add an extra n to the plural of a noun. Today we're gonna go on with the dative. We're gonna see the personal pronouns in dative. In the next video, we're gonna go on and discover more about the dative, above all the dative prepositions, as well as some dative verbs. So in yesterday's video, we were talking also about the indirect object. Let's recap quickly what happened. So we talk about the indirect object when we have more than one object in the sentence. So the indirect object will stay in the dative case, except if some prepositions force me to use the genitive or the accusative case. So in this example, die Frau gibt dem Mann den Schlüssel. The woman is giving to the man the key. Okay, now, first of all, we asked about the person who is acting, the subject. Who is giving in this case? Who or what, wer oder was. This is how we proceed in order to find the subject. So who is the acting person here? It is the woman. So the woman, die Frau, is the subject in nominative. Giving is our verb expressing the action. And then, what is she giving? Wen oder was gibt das Subjekt? What is the subject giving? It's giving the key. And here we use the direct object in Akkusativ, den Schlüssel. Yeah? Here we go. Die Frau gibt den Schlüssel. And now to whom does the woman give the key? She gives it to the man, so die Frau gibt dem Mann den Schlüssel. This is how we can understand better what is the subject, the acting person or thing, then the verb expressing the action, then the indirect object which is directly connected to the action. The woman is giving a key, the key, and then who is the recipient, who is getting this direct object, the indirect object. So the man is getting the direct object. In this case, is the man getting the key from the subject, from the woman. As following, we're gonna try to replace now dem Mann with a pronoun. How it will be if I want to say die Frau gibt den Schlüssel. So the woman gives the key to him. Let's see the personal pronouns. Let's repeat quickly the personal pronouns in nominative and accusative before we go on with the dative. The personal pronoun in nominative are ich for I, du for you, singular in the informal approach, and sie for the formal approach in singular. Sie, er, es would be she, he and it. Wir is we. Ihr ist you in plural, and sie meaning they. The personal pronoun in accusative were mich for me, dich and sie the formal and informal approach, meaning you in singular, sie, ihn und es, meaning her, him and it, uns, meaning us, euch, you in plural, und sie, meaning them. Now the dative pronouns are completely different. As we can see, mir means to me, dir or ihnen means to you, meaning dir being to you in singular, the informal approach, and ihnen to you singular in the formal approach. Ihr to her, ihm to him, uns to us, euch to you, and ihnen in plural to them, written with a small letter. So let's see the personal pronouns with a couple of examples. Good. Now let's see the personal pronouns in dative using a dative verb like to reply, antworten. I can say, du antwortest mir. You reply to me. Now, wer antwortet, who is answering the subject. And to whom is the subject answering? Wem antwortet das Subjekt? Mir. Also du antwortest mir means you reply to me. I can also say, ich antworte dir. Here I will use the second person in singular in the informal approach. I answer to you. For the third person, let's take them together. We can say, antwortet ihr. So he is replying to her. On the other side, we can say, she is answering or replying to him. So, sie antwortet ihm. So, to, her, to him, to whom, wem antwortet er antwortet ihr. Und wem antwortet sie? Sie antwortet ihm. Uns is the first person in plural, to us. Sie antwortet uns. She replies to whom? To us. Sie antwortet wem? Sie antwortet uns. For the second person in plural, to you, euch. Antwortet euch. He is answering to you. Plural, informal, of course. You know as well the formal approach for singular and plural will be the same. Ihnen written with a capital I. Ihnen is as well the third person in plural. However, it is written with a small letter I. To them. Ich antworte ihnen. Ihnen written with a small I, meaning I answer to them. So now let's see how we can use the personal pronouns in dative in these exercises. For the first exercise, I will go with wie gefällt München. And then in parentheses I have you. So here in the gap I need to put the personal pronoun for the second person in singular informal approach. You, du. Wie gefällt München? How do you like Munich? Or how does Munich please to you, literally translated? So in this case, I will write here, I will go with dir. Yeah? Wie gefällt dir München? And of course, dir is the personal pronoun in dative. The rest of the exercises is in the same manner. So you go on, you read the text, maybe you translate some words, you see how the verbs behave, and you apply the personal pronouns always according to what is written in the parentheses. So here it will be the personal pronoun in dative for the personal pronoun in nominative ich. So I want to know here what is the personal pronoun for I, which will be to me in Dativ. Then for the polite approach, Höflichkeitsform, we have Sie written with a capital S. In number 4 here we have wir, so we will note the personal pronoun in Dativ for wir, etc. In the next page we have the same exercises. It is the same logic. For the number 1 we have a question. Hast du gefragt? And in the parentheses we have der Chef. So, fragen ist ein Akkusativverb. Jemanden fragen. I ask someone. Whom do I ask? So, hast du den Chef gefragt? Would be the answer if we want to apply der Chef with the defined articles, der im Nominativ changing to den. Now with the personal pronoun I will choose the third person masculine in Akkusativ. So here I will go with hast du ihn gefragt, and here I'll apply the personal pronoun in Akkusativ. Good, because I have an accusative verb. In the second it's the same logic. Mario holt something von der Post ab. Now what is Mario? Is picking up something from the post office. Okay, what is he picking up? What do I need here? I have my subject who is picking up, Mario. What is he doing? Picking up something. Then from where? From the post office. But what? Was? Wen oder was holt Mario von der Post? Das Paket. Okay, I have again an accusative case. I will apply here the accusative, the third person, singular, for das Paket. S will be im Nominativ, und im Akkusativ it will be Yes, you are right, it will be S again, because in the accusative case only the masculine singular changes when we compare it to the nominative. In the next page it is just the same. The exercise is the same, but however we have here questions, we have syntaxes, we have connected sentences, so ein Hauptsatz und ein Nebensatz. We're gonna see this a little bit later, but you see you can learn a bunch of stuff just by writing, reading and analyzing the exercises. So the logic of the exercise is the same. We have to apply the personal pronoun in nominative, accusative or dative in the gaps. In the next page we have a text, guys, and here again the logic is the same. We need to apply the personal pronouns in nominative, accusative or dative. But the text is great. We learn much more from a text because there is a logic behind, there is a context. So we will make much less mistakes in a text than in exercises, simple sentences, because here a text makes sense, there is a certain coherence in it, so it will be more logical to apply the nominative, the accusative or the dative than if we have one single isolated sentence as an exercise, basically. So go on and train the personal pronouns. As you already know, we use the grammatical cases after some prepositions, after specific verbs, and we can find them also out logically according to the context with our control questions. Wer oder was für Nominativ, wen oder was für Akkusativ, and wem oder was for the dative case. This was it for today, everyone. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Pause the video, copy the exercises by hand, and try to repeat always everything that you learned, not only what is acquired in some exercises. The goal is, however, you to understand the German language or some subject that I explained to you in order later to be able to use it, right? Thanks again for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to like the video if you learned something out of it.